Hey, fellas, and welcome back to the HitmonChallenge. I'm here with my regular co-host, Cliff Tongasm.
What's up, guys?
And starring on the second episode of the HitmonChallenge is Saint Raven 93.
What?
And yeah,
Let's go.
Raven's actually like a small little bird that just kind of chimes in time to time.
That's the Raven part.
Yeah. Scaling up. Anyways, today we are building a standard OU team. And number one, Bane isn't here because he's not good at OU. And number two, he's in the Bahamas. And so, yeah.
He's getting Pootan in the Bahamas.
The Pootan?
Problem. Some Punani.
Punani. Anyways, we are building a team.
Oh. The A-Team?
The A-Team, yeah.
Mr. T? Awesome. Raven, stop moving your mic. Awesome.
Alright, so we kind of had the team a little bit more planned out than the previous episode, because I know like it lasted to like an hour and 4 minutes. And we had another episode recorded, but it was really boring, so.
And the team was bad.
Yeah.
And AJ fucked up the audio. Part of my French.
Yeah. There's something stuck in the game. All right. So, what do we want? What are our goals here for this team? What's our general our general way of winning with this team?
Firstly, I don't think we set the tie.
I said OU.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I personally wanted to go weatherless, just because once you go into this whole conversation about weather, it just gets so complicated. So going weatherless that was the most awkward comment anyone has ever said about weather.
What did he even say? I didn't even hear it.
He said just like his sex life. He said it's the most complex thing ever.
It's pretty complicated.
Again, it's nothing complicated at all. It's just me, a lube, in my hand.
Oh god.
On to the next topic.
Okay.
We decided not to use a weather team just because we don't want to be a complete horrorish team. So we decided to go with a more conventional team of a Celebi core. So yeah, the core, Celebi. We'll start with Celebi. So if you want to get Celebi up, AJ.
I already did.
And Raven, I'll give you the opportunity. You're going to talk about what Celebi is going to do first, though. Yes, Celebi is going to be a huge key component to this team, just because it is a great counter to most Terrakion sets. Only thing he has to fear from it is the X-Scissor, and if it's Choice Scarfed or anything like that, you just switch in, force a switch, get Leech Seed up, get recover up. What do you want to do with it? You got a free switch up. So it's going to be very important. It's going to be a physical wall. Smoke Stand set is max HP, 220 defense EVs, as well as 36 speed EVs with a bold nature. So yeah, Celebi, pretty standard, easy thing. It also, as well as that, it shuts down rain teams as well. They're quite scared of the old Celebi, and it can do a number on most pokes that you would see in a sand team.
Indeed. So I guess he's sort of counter weatherish.
Yeah, Celebi is almost an anti-weather poke.
Now I assume you give him leftovers.
Well, we're using the standard smoke on set.
And the set is Protect, Leech Seed.
They're not point B. No, it is Giga Drain, Hidden Power Fire, Leech Seed, and Recover. Now, Leech Seed can be swapped out for Thunder Wave. We'll probably come back to that depending on how the rest of our team looks at that point. So
okay, I'll make a little note.
If we see that we need more of a Thunder Wave support, then we will add that.
Alright, and hold on, let me go to
So, whilst AJ is doing what he's doing, we'll go on to the next part of our core, which is Heatran.
On a balloon.
And yes, we are going to be running Heatran on the balloon.
Oh, well, there you go.
So, it's standard. It's
standard offensive Heatran.
It's air balloon, right? Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, standard offensive Heatran on the balloon. Now, Heatran has natural bulk, but it also has amazing special attack. So you don't need to run the specially defensive set or the specially attacking set, because you can run like a mix of the two.
More or less, yeah.
Yeah. So with the standard air balloon set, it is fully special attacking, fully speed.
Is it?
It is.
I thought running the third run in special defensive set.
But we're going to be running the special defensive set, but with the air balloon. we're going to be running with the air balloon.
In that case,
you know, just turn standard into non-standard.
Like it's okay. Like no one uses air balloon special defensive Heatran.
I mean, who's going to see that coming? Come on.
Everyone that plays OU.
What? Especially defensive air balloon Heatran.
That's pretty common.
It's not like ridiculous, but it's not like the most common set ever.
No, the most common set ever is offensive air balloon.
Oh, are you shitting me? How many people do you know run an offensive Heatran? Outside of Antonio, you're fucking
nubs.
You.
Cliff,
Well, no.
Cliff, you kind of lost a little bit of points there.
Oh, I'm a whore, straight up.
You're
straight up. Don't even care.
If you have a lot of money, you want to play no email, Cliff's your man. He's your whore. Okay. So getting on to the topic of Heatran and why it works so well for this team is with Celebi, it covers most, if not all, of its weaknesses. As well as add the air balloon, you don't have to worry about switching out on ground type moves, as long as obviously your balloon is not broken. Now, since his special defense is more useful with its typing, we are going to be running a Calm Nature with 248 HP EVs, 100 special defense EVs, and the rest of the 160 EVs in speed.
And obviously...
Wait, can you repeat that?
That's 248 in HP, 100 in special defense, and 160 in speed.
And the ability is, with a Heatran, usually you run Flash Fire.
It's only released ability.
Yeah, I mean, come on. This isn't shoddy.
This isn't freaking PL.
Who uses shoddy?
No one anymore, I don't think.
Shoddy.
I think shoddy's dead, right?
For the most part, if not,
There's like 5 people that still use it.
I tried using it, it never worked for me.
You got the guy who plays Egger Claws, he's on there.
Edgar's still there, yeah.
Anyways, what are we running on this Heatran?
What are we running? We're running Lava Plume, Stealthfox, Protect, and Will-O-Wisp or Toxic. Your call, guys?
Will-O-Wisp. Just because if somebody's going to think a Toxic's going on the Cecil, you fucking cripple it with the Willow.
The only thing I don't like about that is that it just limits the only attack to be Lava Plume.
Well, at that point, you can switch it up to...
What else is Heatran going to have? I mean, Flash Cannon.
I guess. That's...
I mean, guys, note that it's not really an offensive Pokemon.
No, it's not.
That's true.
I mean, its purpose is really get rocks off and switch out. But, and obviously, in top, why would you switch a Scizor in on a Heatran?
If you think it's packing a Toxic, you would.
If you think it's packing a Toxic. Okay, next topic.
You need to think about everything. But now, next Pokemon. Completely next Pokemon. Is
Rotom-W. To go on to our next Pokemon.
Yes.
Now, you want to talk about this one? This was your choice on there.
Well, I picked Rotom-W because we were using the Celatran core, and the typing of Celebi and Heatran is, we got the grass and the fire there. So why not use the greatest water type, in my opinion, in OU, and that is Rotom.
Cole oh god, Cole's spamming Tumblr links and it just appeared.
Oh, fuck off, Cole.
I have to go D&D now. Thank you, Cole. Fuck you.
Fuck the duck until it explodes.
That right there, ladies and gentlemen. Fuck off.
So, yeah, back to what I was saying.
That is it.
Back to what I was saying. Rotom, electric water type, amazing type in.
That's why the Pokemon know you. Continue.
Yeah. So, oh, sorry. I'm dying here. Someone take over.
No.
Alright, which set, you didn't really decide on a set in particular take, you said bulky attacker?
Yeah.
Okay. So looking at it here, the bulky attacker, with its natural great typing, it allows it to take better hits. You know, obviously, since it's a water type, it does have a great consistency of resistances. The added fact to that, of which he has
oh my gosh. Did you guys know Rotom can't learn Surf?
Yes.
Oh my god, no shit. AJ, are you retarded?
I was not aware of that factor.
You can only learn one water move.
It's dumb.
You're fucking retarded, AJ. Next topic. We're still on this topic. We're gonna... Fuck you, AJ. Okay, we're gonna be running a Modest Nature, which gives it its most potential in special attacking, because we're not going to really be basing it off of speed, because obviously we're not running a Scarf Rotom, so we won't need to worry about that. Now, the set runs max special attack, so that's 252 with a Modest Nature. It runs 112 HP EVs, as well as 144 speed EVs. This giving it, you know, decent amount of speed without being, you know, an offensive, a fully offensive attacker. So, for the moveset here, you can either run Volt Switch or T-Bolt. Obviously, Volt Switch has its advantages and gives you, you know, the whole, you know, scouting purposes as well as taking a hit, you know, getting out real quickly. So, T-Bolt or Thunderbolt, guys. I think it's a little bit obvious, but...
You just said T-Bolt or Thunderbolt.
Well,
Volt Switch or Thunderbolt?
Volt Switch, in my opinion, is... I don't know, what's the difference in power between Volt Switch and T-Bolt?
25 points. I believe it's 70 and 95. But you gotta realize, I mean, we're not running a fully offensive set, so it's not like it's a huge deal that we're losing out on power. And since we're gonna be slow, though, it won't really matter too much as the scouting purposes. But
I personally think Volt Switch.
I guess.
I personally think Volt Switch. Just because you get the Switch initiative, and you know OU revolves a lot around having that Switch initiative.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Volt Switch.
So next off, yeah, I got that. So the next off roll is obviously
just making sure. You did get Volt Switch, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got it, man.
Volt Switch?
Yes.
Yeah. We're definitely using Volt Switch, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we're using Volt Switch.
Volt Switch.
And Thunder.
Thunder Switch.
Okay. You got that Thunder Switch? Okay, and obviously it's gonna run your stab moves. So that means Volt Switch and Hydro Pump in this scenario. Because that AJ is pointing out that he can't learn any other attacks.
I did not know that, actually.
AJ, you're retarded.
This is why I wonder why you have so many subs sometimes, and then it comes to moments like this and you don't even know that Rotom can't learn Surf.
Well, he doesn't play OU as much as we do. That's his case. We'll just give him that.
But it's all Rotoms learn one move if they're secondary type.
Yes, we know, we get it all. Okay, so Rotom.
Yeah, so Volt Switch, Hydro Pump, and then you have Will-O-Wisp or HP Fire. Now,
again, it depends on what kind of role you want to play. I mean, if you want to play a bulky attacker and have more of an offensive front, then you can use HP Fire, you know, for those Ferrothorns, Scizor, and anything else I want to take in, thinking they can take either of the two moves. Now, obviously, there's also that point of Will-O-Wisp being able to cripple certain Pokemon, meaning that you don't have to immediately, put that threat out. You just easily, step it down a step to where you can easily bring in something else. And the fact that we're running HP Fire on Celebi as well as Lava Plume on Heatran, and we're running more of a defensive team, I think it should be alright to say that we should be running Will-O-Wisp. You guys agree?
Definitely.
But we already are running Will-O-Wisp on Heatran, though.
Right.
Well, then we can switch Heatran up to have Toxic.
Alright.
I'd rather have Heatran have Toxic.
And if not, we still have Lava Plume, which has, 30% chance of a burn.
Yeah, so we'll switch Heatran up to have Toxic and give Rotom-W the Willow. And then the last move is Pain Split, right? Yeah.
Wait.
Has means of recovery outside of rest. Yep.
So, Pain Split.
Yeah, found HP. We got Full Pump, Will-O-Wisp, and Pain Split.
You got that?
And the item for this is obviously Leftovers.
Mm-hmm. Moving on.
And now...
So now that we have over half of our team complete here, we're going to really go on to more of an offensive front here. Or actually, we only have half the team there.
We have half of them.
So now that we have the defensive half of this core, of our Fire, Water, Grass core, complete, we want to start looking at what we can use for more offensive threats. Now, since we obviously have Clifton Gaskin in the call here, you can probably expect that we're going to be using Dragonite. So, shall we explain your set? You know this better.
Okay. Well, I have a personal Dragonite set that anybody that's seen a video of mine should have seen in action anyway. Now, it is basically the sub-dragon, it's a sub-dragon dance set, but I like to focus more on the bulk and leave it slow. Don't give it that. I think it gives it speed investment on the sub-dragon dance. Yeah, it gives it like 176 speed. My personal set for it is a little bit tweaked, where I don't give it any speed or any attack. I give it 140 in...
Rebel!
I know, I like to push these boundaries. 140 in defense, 204 in special defense, and 164 in HP, and running the Impish nature.
What was the HP now?
164.
Okay.
Now, running the Impish nature puts defense and special defense both on 287.
Mm-hmm.
So they even out, so you have the exact same amount of defensive bulk as you do special defensive bulk. And then if you add the multiscale onto that, if you switch in without taking rocks, your first hit is barely going to hit you, barely going to hurt. And then you can get a sub up.
Either front too, which is a very nice thing.
Exactly. You can take anything you want every day.
Shouldn't it be 300? Shouldn't it be 160 HP EVs?
Why should it be 160?
For rocks.
You
want an odd number for rocks, right?
Well, you can run one.
Well, we have the Roost.
Yeah, you have Roost.
We have Roost and Echo, so
it's basically the same as the
Roost and Echo, which means that it's not really going to be staying at a huge.
Yeah, it's not gonna. That 1 HP isn't gonna matter at all. Because first turn you get like 6% back.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna switch in on rocks and get no recovery 2 turns in a row.
Okay.
So you run Substitute and Roost, obviously, because you get that extra protection, then that recovery, then the Dragon Dance, because the Sub-Dragon Dance set wouldn't be complete without Dragon Dance, strangely enough. And then here is basically, I know, sometimes I just have to point these things out. Here is where you get to attack. Now, the Sub-Dragon Dance set recommends Dragon Claw, you know, and albeit that's probably the better option. But here is the thing. why not run Outrage? I don't see why you don't run Outrage in it. Obviously, I mean, Heatran absolutely walls this. I mean, even a +6, you can't kill it in one hit. You can't kill a Heatran in one hit.
Even then, you're not going to be able to kill it with a Dragon Claw, so it doesn't make a difference.
Doesn't make a difference. The only advantage you get is you won't be able to hit yourself in confusion. But I like to use this Dragonite set personally as like when there's 3 pokes left. If they've got 3 pokes left, this Dragonite can start doing shit.
On your case against Kate, 5 pokes left.
Go and watch my video versus Toasty. She had me down to 5-1.
I'll leave a link for that, guys, in the description, I'll be sure.
I wrecked shop to her and got her down to 1-on-1, Dragonite versus Heatran, and then she got lucky hacks. So...
Lucky hacks?
Lol.
What was that? 2 confusion hits in a row?
Yeah, 2 confusion hits in a row.
Problem?
Big problem.
Face up JPEG? Full face up JPEG?
Sad face.jpg.
What items are we gonna run?
Leftovers, obviously.
Oh, AJ, are you...
Just checking.
I'm so very confused about how you are a Pokemon YouTuber.
I'm just checking. You never know if you could be running that expert belt or that metal coat.
AJ,
Metal coat
AJ.
on a...
Okay, learn to take a joke.
AJ, expert belt on a single attacking Pokemon.
Okay, that was the joke.
Outside.
Rotom!
Serious business. This is serious business.jpg.
So for fire ups,
You guys are weird.
For fire ups, we'll move on to our next Pokemon, shall we?
Do you want to go for our physical side or a special side for this?
We'll go for the second physical. Well, we'll go for our physical attacker because Dragonite's our sweeper. So Dragonite's our
our main offensive choice here for revenge killing and whatnot will be a Terrakion. Obviously, since we're all whores in this chat except for AJ, because he doesn't know that Rotom only learns Hydro Pump.
Rotom!
He doesn't. Anyways, we decided to run Scarf set just to get speed, because as you can see, none of our Pokemon really are too fast to the point where we can easily start to outspeed things after they set up a Dragon Dance, for example, with a Dragonite or anything.
Plus,
so we like to have a little extra assurance.
Terrakion's already Pokemon that's choiced in any way, shape, or form.
Yes.
What kind of choice, Cliff?
Oh my god, I swear.
I mean, Choice Band and Choice Scarf are both logical.
Choice Band.
I've already said Choice Scarf.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
Let's go. Calm, we got that big...
Carmine Terrakion, yeah.
Carmine and Power Ice. Focus Blast. I'm gonna make this work.
It's like Brock and his Sub-Punch Ledian.
We were actually talking about that earlier.
Lol.
But anyway,
Alright.
So obviously if you're running it Scarf, you need to be running that jolly nature.
That big jolly nature.
That big jolly man. And it comes out with BC speed after the Scarf.
Yes, it does.
So
obviously AJRM's Choice Scarf, not Choice Specs, not Choice Band.
Okay.
No, not Iron Ball. Not Iron Ball, for God's sake.
Iron Ball Terrakion, GG.
Motherfucker.
What are the other moves?
Lagintail Terrakion. Alright, so AJ, can you explain to us how Terrakion would help us?
Well, Terrakion is our physical choice Pokemon. And really, this thing can nail anything that even comes in sight. Like, without Adamant Nature and Max Attack, it's already 357 attack EVs. So this thing can just basically rape whatever it's in its path.
Stat.
Nope. Whatever. Anyways, I imagine you'd give it Stone Edge, Close Combat, Rock Tomb.
What? AJ, get out of this now.
I'm just messing. Jeez. Close combat, Stone Edge, X-Scissor, and Earthquake.
Pokemon, serious business. Choice between what moves, AJ?
Close combat, Stone Edge, X-Scissor, Earthquake.
No. Nope. It's GG. Get out of the call.
GG. GG.
You are the weakest thing. Goodbye.
I mean, Earthquake.
I just typed Earthquake on it too.
Earthquake would.
It has its advantages, but it doesn't really hit anything outside of the.
Well, we don't have anything with Earthquake on this team, so.
You don't need to have Earthquake on every team.
You don't need to have.
What do you mean? This thing always carries Earthquake. What move do you guys want?
It does not carry Earthquake.
I thought they did.
Like, AJ, are you?
What's the other move then?
Sacred Sword or Rock Slide.
Why would you want Rock Slide? We already have Stone Edge.
Why would you want Sacred Sword if you already got close?
For accuracy.
Well, then we either have to. We're not running Dual Stab.
We are running Dual Stab.
It's dumb.
We are running Dual Stab.
Okay, guys. Rock Slide and Sacred Sword each have their own advantages. Rock Slide, if you're worried about, you know, that shaky 80% accuracy with Stone Edge, you do lose out on 25% of the power. But you also do get that high flinch rate, which plus the Scarf, you know, kind of adds for a, you know, pseudo Jirachi, barring the obviously Parahax. Whereas Sacred Sword is great for certain things that set up bulk ups, such as Conkeldurr, maybe.
Yeah.
So then it kind of comes into the place that you can just come in, hit it with a, you know, Sacred Sword after it's set up a couple hits. Obviously, one thing that would be very beneficial would be against, say, a Scrafty, but since that's going to be going to UU next month, you don't really think that will be used too often. So really, it's up to toss here. You guys can use either of those two moves, but for our purposes, AJ, what move Tom, what move we want to use?
Well, we were talking about it earlier, and I think we came to the conclusion that, yeah, Rock Slide, the better Rock Stab accuracy, but Sacred Sword does have that benefit where if something starts setting up on you, like you mentioned, bulk up Conkeldurr, the Sacred Sword completely ignores its defense rises, and because that thing is foul as fuck anyway, the Sacred Sword's pretty much guaranteed to take it out. So
I still don't know why you wouldn't run Earthquake, because there's so many types that are weak to it.
Let me tell you this why, yeah. Right.
Okay.
What do you have, like, other than Stone Edge, Rock Slide, yeah, things that would hit electric types anyway, right? They both have their advantages over Earthquake. I'm not sure if Stone Edge does, but I know for a fact that Rock Slide causes flinch. Yeah. So pretty much Earthquake provides redundant coverage.
I mean, we can nail steels, we can nail fires, and we can nail electrics.
Yeah, Earthquake is redundant.
Okay. AJ, close combat hits steel types. Stone Edge hits and rock types. Well, the close combat, yeah.
Close combat hits rock, dark, steel, normal, Stone Edge, you know, bug, fire, electric. Why run Earthquake?
I don't know. It just seems logical.
What's that jingle? What's that jingle in the background?
That's my sister playing piano.
There's an energy jingle in the background.
I think she just stopped.
I don't hear it. Hold on.
It's gone. She stopped playing.
Oh, I wanted to hear it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just realized that we're recording. Whoops. The Poké Fight Club, that professionality.
That big professionality. Make sure the rate comes up.
I'm gonna go for a sub.
We're one stop shop for fucking stupidity. Alright, getting on to our last Pokemon here. This is a classic OU Pokemon from every gen, I believe.
Yep, from first gen onwards.
Bit of a dead giveaway.
I mean, we've already used the only other one.
Of two Pokemon. Starmie.
Starmie's been OU.
Dragonite was...
Oh, I thought you guys were using Gengar.
Nope, Dragonite was BL and Gold and Silver.
Was it really?
And then in Diamond and then Ruby and Sapphire. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
So yeah,
as I said, one of our only two.
It's been OU constantly. This poke.
The other one at this point is Starmie. Which is if you haven't.
But we already have.
Gengar.
Wait, are we using Gengar?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes!
that's what I thought. Okay, you confused me. You said Starmie.
Oh my god, AJ, shut the fuck up.
Okay, I'm tired.
Wow.
The more you know.
Let's take
Gengar
GTFO
can learn Brick Break and
since you're a
counter.
guy, that's another-
Welcome to the Pokemon Fight Club.
I'm tired. I'm laying down with a pillow right now with my eyes closed.
My name's Cliff.
Okay.
This is Raven. The other
Hey
idiot.
guys, Jackass, and
Welcome to Jackass.
my name is Raven, and this is Jackass. Okay,
So AJ,
getting on to this now.
AJ, you haven't said much. Gengar,
What about it?
go.
He's the shadow of Clefable. And it kind of scares me that Game Freak would do something like that.
AJ,
What?
point, get to it.
Alright, well, I don't know the set we're running, but Gengar is a very viable poke, as we can go to our Pokédex right here, which I just found out, like, recently. We go to our Pokédex, and we go to what's Gengar's name?
AJ,
What's Gengar's name?
Or number.
What?
just search.
Found it. Alright, 94. If we go to Gengar here, this is what he looks like shiny. No, I'm just kidding. He's a ghost poison type, so if there's any types that want to set up toxic spikes, we can always use them. He's also like resist the normal attack, so he's a very potent switch-in. And looking at its stats, it has a monster special attack and monster speed. And what we can do, we can just kind of bring him in on plenty of things, or not bring him in. But he has his immunities, as you can see here when I click immunities. He's immune to normal and fighting, and also he can absorb toxic spikes, which makes him viable. But mainly, we want to use him for his special attack.
Can't. AJ, are you retarded?
You
What?
can't absorb toxic spikes.
He's poison, yes you can.
It's got Levitate.
Oh. Derp.
Facepalm all the things.
So anyway,
This is
No,
my
AJ's
knowledge of
just-
OU.
AJ's just dubbed himself about Gengar for the
I'm
last
sorry.
like, 10 minutes. Gengar's amazing. He's also a spin blocker, which OU kind of lacks. I mean, what, Gengar and Jellicent? That's it, really.
Pretty much.
Uh,
But the
so,
thing is, this team really doesn't have too many spike or entries that set up outside of rocks.
yeah, but I personally don't like entry hazards. Rocks is the only one I generally run. But Gengar's a great spin blocker.
Most important move of the game. Yeah. He's also a great counter to most, if not all, Terrakion sets as well as Celebi is, because it's immune to its stab fighting, resists the X-Scissor ×4, is immune to AJ's Earthquake. So I mean that's everything outside of Stone Edge, and if you're bringing in on a predicted switch, that's pretty good.
Gengar pretty much,
Especially if it's
and it blocks all
Gengar shit on anything with that base 108 speed.
Gengar shits on anything slower than it.
Yep. Now that saying it's usually the sub-disable set that is popular to use against Terrakion, be it that usually choiced, be it that obviously it's slower, barring Scarf. But in this case, we are using a sub-3 attack set. We decided on what item this is going to be. Lefties or Life Orb? I believe we said Leftovers.
I said Leftovers, yeah. But really,
so
it's up to you.
Or with Leftovers.
I feel like we're lacking special attacking firepower.
We're lacking special attacking firepower with Heatran, aren't we?
I mean, like,
Celebi.
Life Orb would be that big boost.
We're running
We're
HP
running
Fire
4
Celebi.
special attackers. We're running 4 special attackers, 2 of which have fire moves on it.
I said
One of which has-
powerful, like they're not specifically special attacking Pokemon except for Rotom.
Lava Plume.
Rotom, modest Rotom, 252 special attack. That's a 339 special attack.
Yeah.
No arguments in value. Shut the hell up, AJ.
Okay, fine, but like, I mean, Leftovers would benefit because of the sub, but I feel like Life Orb could do more.
Life Orb, But the thing is,
again, guys, this is your own choice for the act.
Gengar has a 394 positive nature special attack, so that's 359 without the positive nature. I mean, come on.
Okay.
I think at that point you really don't need.
You can pretty much 2-hit KO most things with that.
Cool story, bro.
Farms.
Bar Blissey, yeah.
Anyways, what are the moves?
AJ, don't make me turn this car around.
Wait, what are the EVs, first of all?
The EVs, we're going to be running 4 in HP. The fact that you had to ask this is kind of confusing to me. 252 in special attack. And 252 in speed with a timid nature. I mean, your Gengars, let me look at the standard sets. Their EV spread is the same on everyone. 252 special attack, 252 speed, 4 HP.
Okay, so what are the moves?
Using a special sweeper. Okay, the choice sets, the sets you can run is, you got your fighting ghost offensive core for moves, which is obviously gets everything for neutral. That consists of Shadow Ball for stab and Focus Blast for coverage.
We should run a sub-focus punch, Gengar.
How about no? That covers pretty much everything for a huge spectrum. Now it comes down to again a option for if you want to use hidden power, not hidden power. Yes, hidden power. Sorry, that's an Asian mode. Hidden power fire, which again we already have two Pokemon with fire type of moves, or you can run Thunderbolt. Now again, this is one of those situations where you can choose whatever you want.
Shouldn't we run Hidden Power Ice though? Because we don't really have any things to hit Ice types or Dragon types.
That's actually a good point. We don't have anything that particularly hits ground types or the Moxie Scarfed Ments or Dragonite or Hydreigon. But then Focus Blast hits Hydreigon. Terrakion can deal with Hydreigon. So we don't need to worry about Hydreigon at all. It's really just Moxie Ments and Dragonite. And Dragonite's in the top 10 usage. And I mean, Dragonite's used on Sun teams and Rain teams as well. So,
he's in a lot of teams.
So,
he's level 2 on the list, yes.
Yeah, Hidden Power Ice, Hidden Power Fire, or Thunderbolt. We'll completely ignore Hidden Power Fire just because we've already got Fire covered. So we'll forget about the Hidden Power Fire.
And plus, as far as that goes, I mean, Focus Blast, obviously, you know, Hidden Power Fire would be more to Feral Form. Yeah. There's no sense of running both of them just because it's pretty similar Pokemon. Steals and Fires. I mean, Steals and Ice, so kind of redundant, but so Hidden Power Ice.
Hidden Power Ice. I mean, Thunderbolt has its advantages if you're running like, I don't know, Vaporeon with Ice Beam, but we're not. So Hidden Power Ice just to cover the dragon, because Dragonite is second only behind Caesar.
He's a dangerous motherfucker.
Yeah. He's a dangerous. Not to mention the fact that we don't have any priority on this team. So.
You don't. Yeah, priority lacking of the team. But still. You don't always need... It's like you don't always need entry hazards.
Well, I mean, but then again, we have things to deal with Scissor, so... Yeah. There's no need to worry about, huge priority. So that should round out our entire team here.
Wait, we have to make a decision: Leech Seed or Thunder Wave on Celebi.
Oh yes, thank you for reminding me. Well, let's see here. Being said that we don't have any priority, that doesn't really suit. That doesn't really help any factors about it. As far as I see it. How would that help us for our sweepers or our offensive Pokemon?
Thunder Wave would help if we can Thunder Wave something and then rely on hacks to switch in a sweeper. Or Thunder Wave with Celebi. If we have Celebi in, this is another interesting thing. Like, I don't know why someone would do it, because the hidden power fire is obvious, but if you can Thunder Wave a Scizor, then, I mean, come
Again,
on.
priority, that's not really a...
Yeah, but what's a Bullet Punch gonna do to, oh, sorry, I was looking at my eye. Yeah. I mean, the only thing that Scizor would do would U-turn out. So,
Which would be bad.
For CB.
But yeah, I'd say.
That being said, G-Wave of general receivers, man.
I'd vote for Leech Seed, if I'm honest.
I go for Leech Seed.
Alright, let's see. I'm good with Leech Seed.
Then we're done.
So that's the team. AJ, can you
Also,
just...
it should be obvious that the substitute was kind of for Gengar as well.
Oh yeah, sub 3 attack Gengar.
I already got that.
Right. So AJ,
substitute, who would have guessed?
AJ, because you've barely said anything, do you want to review the team?
Well, I think it's a pretty, like, standard-ish team that has a lot of potential. I just am fearing, like, I don't know, I see Landorus as a huge problem because he can't hit us all. The only thing I can see that can take that on is with Heatran and his Balloon.
Or Rotom-Wash.
Or Rotom-Wash or Dragonite or... Still, I'm feeling okay about this team. I think this team, once we play it a little bit, it could use some revising. And maybe we'll fix it a little better, because I have a feeling once Dragonite sets up, we may have a huge issue.
Possibly. It depends on how much.
But you have to, I mean, we'd have to be pretty fucking stupid to let a Dragonite set up on us.
True. Because I mean, if he only gets one Dragon answer, we do have Terrakion.
Yeah, we have Gengar and Terrakion that can outspeed it.
Gengar can't take it now. Gengar can't. Well,
Max speed Dragonite is not as quick as max speed Gengar. Nowhere near. And then we've got the hidden power ice.
That's our saying plus. We're saying it +1. We're saying
yeah, but if it goes into the Dragonite, we can just automatically switch out into the Gengar, and the Dragonite will usually set up first turn. And then, even with Multiscale, if they're running an attacking set, I think the hidden power ice could probably kill.
Maybe not kill, but definitely with rocks. Yeah, rock support. Yeah, obvious.
Rock support, that'll kill. So, there's rock support, it'll probably kill a bulky set.
Well, technically, rock support, you'd break the multiscale.
Yeah.
That would be a kill. But, again, that's our team here. You know, we do have a slight issue as far as if it gets too out of hand, we can't take him out, you know, immediately. But for the most part, you know, we don't have to worry about extreme speed hitting us too hard just because we have one Pokemon immune to it and two Pokemon resisting it. So
we're good.
I do kind of adds up a little bit for that. I think so. Any other comments, Tom?
No, I'm quite happy with this team. On a whole, looking at it, it does look a team that could ladder quite high. I mean, obviously, it would suit the way that I would play in OU. Some people would probably want to switch out so they could have either more entry hazards, or more priority, or at least some priority. So,
true.
This team,
so any variable for priority would change probably the Dragonite set. If your guys were interested, in particular for your own sets, Dragonite would be an option for changing up a bit.
Yeah, you could run a different Dragonite set.
Obviously. But as far as that, it's without changing the team up too much, that's probably the one huge change you can make.
Yeah.
Alright.
So that's the team. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. We're going to go take a 5-minute break, and then we're going to do the battle portion of the series. So that will be the day after this video gets released. I hope you guys
see you tomorrow, guys.
I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and it's a goodbye from myself, goodbye from Raven, then. Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye from the useless AJ.
I'm so
I
tired.
hope you enjoyed this. BRB, I'm gonna go fat.
I'm gonna go for a wank now. See you next time.
Peace!